Spears Computer World here with the BlackBerry Passport. I was one of those who I guess truly called into stores around my state to see if the item was in stock. In fact, the store that I picked this one up online, they it was out of stock, so I couldn't pick it up in the store. But when I called, they said that they had one left. The guy even joked and said, I told him to hold it for me, and if he needed a name, he said, don't even worry about it because nobody will probably come and get it. But I'm glad that I did. Once I walked in the store, the associates were kind. So it's all good. I'm able to take a joke. Ha, ha, ha. Now, jumping right into the unboxing portion of it. This is a tradition which you've seen on sites such as Crackberry and others. So we'll try to do the same thing here. It's just a simple unboxing of the device and the accessories that BlackBerry and AT&T have put in this box. So we have, of course, in box the feature attraction, the BlackBerry Passport, making his debut. I'll call it a he or she, so I won't get biased, gender bias, whatever you want to call it. All right, so here we go. BlackBerry Passport. As you can see, I'm excited. On my screenshot when I was at work, I was able to use it because it was now my main driver. So one of my coworkers was kind enough to take this picture. So, feature attraction. I woke that baby up. We'll get back to that in a minute. But amongst other things, you have your quick start guide. AT&T welcoming you to your new BlackBerry Passport. And a 30-day complimentary support from BlackBerry. Right. So next, we have a BlackBerry charger with the USB and the micro USB connection cable. We also have here the earphone jacks. All right, for your earphones, your earbuds. And what is a device if it doesn't have the manual to let you know what it is that you're going to do now? Forgive me. Oh, thank God I didn't rip it. Comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. So, gives you jaw-dropping graphics and longer battery life. So you can do more of the things you love. And I am a power user, people. And then, of course, the user guide. Well, I don't know about you. I normally like to dive into the phone and figure out things on my own. But I will admit that I do like to read when I can. So, we have that done. Now, most of you are waiting for the phone. And so this review is not going to be the full depth review. What we'll do, we'll go back and just do, the full depth review where we kind of show you a lot more in detail, but just for your basic, tutorial and, and what the device can do. We're going to show you those things. I'm going to show you those things right now. So I'm just going to swipe up. And of course, there is a picture of me at my old desk, showing off the passport to my coworkers. And so I'm going to lock this. For those of you who are not familiar with the BlackBerry 10 devices or the OS, one thing about it, you notice that aside from anything, an all-touch device, you have no physical keys or back buttons. But in this case, of course, we have the physical keyboard. So to wake this device up, you start from the bottom and work your way up to the top. And of course, I put it back in lock mode, but you're able to, and then from there, you're able to, as you can see here, go to the different apps that's here. Of course, the AT&T family map and the AT&T apps that they put on here. And just among other things, one thing I'll note here is that you're able to run Android apps on the device with Amazon. So for those who are worried about the app gap there, this kind of solves it with the Amazon apps. And for those of you who are tech savvy like myself and amongst others of my BlackBerry diehard BlackBerry users, you'll find that you can also install the Play Store on your device with a couple of downloads with the APK files that you can directly load on your BlackBerry device, from your BlackBerry device rather. And so it makes the the ability to get apps easier. Now there is a app called Snap, which is a great, outstanding app that you can find and read about on crackberry.com, which allows you to sideload. Now that's a lot more work to do for those who are not familiar with the BlackBerry 10 platform, where you have to take the bar file, plug it up via USB, and you can use DDPB or others that are out there. I don't want to mess up their names, but there are other tools that'll help you to sideload. But if you want to bypass that, there are a set of rules that you can get the Play Store on your device. And so jumping right into it, you see here that beautiful screen from the Passport. You got to love that. And I'm able to go into any app that I want to go into, and I'm able to load it. So if I want to go with Candy Crush, which I started playing on my other Android device, but I didn't really play much on my my BlackBerry. So I'm able to go in here, and I'll show you. Hopefully it won't take too long to load it. Okay, so that's taking care of business. While that's doing that, one thing I'll kind of fast forward with is to go to the browser. The browser is definitely snappier than the Z10 that I was using, but of course you expect it from a device that's using the Snapdragon processor. And so one thing I love about this is most people you'll find, and it's going to install the Candy Crush. We'll get back to that in a minute. Back to my point. One thing that I like is the scrolling abilities. You can scroll here on the screen, or if you want to scroll here, you're able to do so. It's one thing that I like. You can use the physical keyboard as a cursor. Now you don't have to scroll in the middle. You can go on the side, on the right. You can go on the left to scroll. This is one thing I keep screwing up, but you get my gist, and that's pretty cool in my opinion. We'll go more in depth on that thing where we show you what you can do with that keyboard as far as the cursor and etc. So be on the lookout for that. And for those who have doubted that the BlackBerry 10 devices can run Android apps, you will be amazed. But while that loads, I will show you one of the favorites that people use is Instagram. And I do have an Instagram account in which I posted. That's right, me holding the BlackBerry Passport. Now Candy Crush is loading, and it has loaded. So one thing I would do is connect here, and I'll do that later in my leisure. One thing to note that you do have 32 gigabytes of internal, space. You'll note that it's not exact because, of course, once AT&T loads all of their icons and amongst a few other things that are in the system, you'll have about 24.2 gigabytes, which is very good to have. And then if you have any external memory, not memory, but external, capacity or space, you're able to add that with an SD card, which I'll show you here in a minute. So that's Candy Crush. That's Play Store out of the way. So you're able to open this bad boy here. And I am very afraid of releasing that. And hopefully I'm not doing that wrong in the way I'm releasing. But you have your SIM card here. And then if you have an SD, I have a 16 gig that I use. I picked up from Walmart. And so you just put that back. One thing to note that the battery is not removable, but you are guaranteed A1 battery life. You're looking at a 13 megapixel rear camera, and of course your standard front-facing camera, which you have more high quality, of course, with that rear. But for a front-facing camera, it is not bad at all. So I'll save that. Nope. And so facing me, you can see that it is not really at all that bad. And then, of course, you see the clarity there on the camera. One thing I do like is the focus and the clarity and the clearness of what you see. Now, what I'm seeing and what you're seeing, it might be a little lighter on the Passport, and that's because of the video. But as you can see, my walls in front of you of this video are that tannish color, and then on the Passport, it is definitely there. So, out of the camera. And of course, one of my favorite things, and it's really basic, that a lot of people, if you are ever arguing with your friends who are iPhone users or Android users, they say, oh, we can multitask, we can do certain things. Well, of course, WebOS was, the first to be able to really, do the multitasking thing. Then with QNX or QNX, they were able to take that thing to another level. And BlackBerry, with the multitasking, tasking, being able to open various apps and do what you do. And so I have two here. I'll open up Twitter, which I have not set up yet, but just imagine me in Facebook and then or Foursquare or Twitter, and then being able to just quickly navigate between them all. And so this is Spears Computer World here with a unboxing, kind of unofficial but official, because I couldn't wait to activate it and get it in my hands. But this is showing you that the BlackBerry Passport is here. I hope you guys go and pick up one. Be on the lookout for a in-depth review that we'll do here in a couple of weeks, because I do want to get very familiar with the device and unlock some things, because trust me, there's a lot under this thing, under the hood of this thing, that I am unaware of. And I know some of the basics, but I know there's much more. So I want to be able to give you a very detailed review that'll show you the details of what this phone can do. So this is Spears Computer World signing out with the BlackBerry Passport, and I am excited. As you can see, I'm using so much energy here today, and I hope you share that same excitement with me as you have ordered that Passport online or went up to your local AT&T store. So, yeah, that's it. We'll see you later.